was saying before, a lot of the parametric policies are all about the triggers and making sure that we have an independent trigger that is then, recorded or reported by an independent party. So it tends to be more around the weather perils, cyclones, earthquakes, floods, and now even in the renewable space, lack of sunshine, lack of wind speed, all these things can be done. We are always trying to come up with non-weather related parametric policies. So things that we could be looking at, that we've been looking at in the past, is something for the hotel industry is called RevPAR. So it's a industry body that reports on RevPAR, which is revenue per available room. So, that's something that we're trying to do a parametric on, saying that if you're a hotel within a state and the state's RevPAR drops for a certain event, then you can be, compensated from, losses that you may have occurred this year that last year you didn't have. There's other things that we've looked at in London around footfall traffic. After terrorism events, people don't go to London, so there's going to be an issue. So we looked around, doing something around, is there a measure of footfall and customers going past the shop? Can we do an event there? What we found out was we could actually get the footfall or passenger numbers from Heathrow Airport. So how many passengers coming out of Heathrow? So we looked at, could we use that as a trigger to then make a payout after a terrorism event? Because you would think after a terrorism event that you'd have less passengers going to London, and then therefore that would be the trigger, terrorism event plus then a drop off in passenger numbers, we can make a payout. What we found out was actually after all the terrorism events, Heathrow Airport numbers didn't actually drop off. That I think people booked holidays or had work trips continue to go. So that didn't really work in terms of coming up with a parametric solution. We had to go back, and we're still working on another solution for that. But just to let you know that we do try to do things other than weather as well. At the moment, I guess everyone's topic is, pandemic and COVID-19. Look, at the moment, Swiss Re, we don't have appetite to cover pandemic risk. Our view is at the moment, it's uninsurable on its own. We will need government support. There needs to be, a whole joint effort to come up with a solution for COVID-19. So at the moment, we can't and we won't do any sort of standalone parametric covers for pandemics or epidemics at the moment.